December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What? What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya! Hey! Pew, long time no see, how are ya? Maybe you should go outside and discharge. Overruled. Yeah, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone else like— Wait, no, it better not be raining out there! Because if so, she's gonna turn the shocker. It's pretty good, You know, inside the stream this morning, gonna probably go to the game later if the weather clears up. And then Sunday, hanging out with a friend. And school and teaching's almost over. Whoa! Powell! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, Powell. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? If he doesn't remember, and I'm going to prove it. Yes. Bring on the Terminators. December 28th, 10 a.m. District Court Number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in the trial. I ask the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on! Don't be awed into silence every time by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. What? Why I left court. I'm really sorry about that, just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I, went to buy food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with the incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as it is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it! No. No. He has a parrot. Yes, you do. Press him! You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, see, Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Ugh. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old cotter's head? It's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Richard Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho, ho, ho. Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if If this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this in court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do something now. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? Okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. What? Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burnt my fingers working with stuff at home. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burnt your fingertips off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! Tisk. What will you do, Mr. Wright? I see this case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no other way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comical relief, Yeah. Very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to call Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On what? What provisional? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Oh, well, what do you say? What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce! I object! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have the right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yeah, we're doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard! Von Karma rigged every person's testimony. every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff! Bring in the parrot. Followed by the dancing lobsters. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me? It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem! Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Testify for us. Who is your owner? Hello, hello, squawk! That was a brilliant testimony. Bravo! What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Who is your owner? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6, squawk! If I can get Polly to say that here, I will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, squawk! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forget something we forgot. Hello, squawk! Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tis, tis, tis. Something a matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we've forgotten anything? We're doomed. Well, I guess we should try get some information on her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Oh, hello, squawk! That's all I got. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, talk to her. Right. What do I say? What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly, squawk! Mr. Wright. I think we established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Huh. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick! Don't you think you're taking the bluff a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question who the caretaker is. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof the parrot's name is relevant, cause... the case file? The DL6 case file. That's quite a large file you've got there. Which page of this is proof, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where is this file? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins? Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. Damn. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Objection. Bah! Mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. FBI. Indeed. Alone is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We need some other collaborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right. But what? Very well, witness, you may continue. Well, guess we should try some... We need to show the judge the owner is Mr. Yogi. Hello, Squawk! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say something, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. My, what a reckless parent. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's identity? Probably the case file. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case, Mr. Wright? Where in the file is something related to the safe number? Case summary. On the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that was is 1228. Ah. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number 201 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that is all. True, that is a possible. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness doesn't remember. No! It's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. His posture really improved. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi? I think finally he's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order. Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Richard Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death. Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook, so I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth himself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma. Where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant Miles Edgeworth is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Objection!
What? Did someone say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No! Edgeworth! Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh. What do I do? Objection? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like that happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear his new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. What do you mean, in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear that as day. The criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me! Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declares innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Blah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Dude, you're telling me. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. Hell yeah. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. The court is adjourned. December 28th, 224 District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. I'm sorry, right? I've just wasted all your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad.
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy, just crazy.
Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court records once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Isn't obvious? I'm gonna prove Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you saying? What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth. Excuse me. But I don't believe you're a nightmare. Well, what? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.